All right, guys, today is another island update here. I have reached the stump burning phase. If you don't want to go out and rent a stump grinder and you don't want to hire somebody to come in to remove them, you're going to have to burn them and get them out of here. So I'm doing that right now. I have selected 5 stumps for this week, and they are all, and over there's the last one. They are all burning as planned. Still got plenty of tree left. I also will now be using the stump to burn with. I actually pulled the oak stump out of that root mass, and that dirt is literally just falling off of it. So I could take the tractor, shake all that dirt off back into the hole, and then I'm going to take the stump and put it on this big boy. There's a big stump in there, and he has been a bear to get out of there as far as burning. So I'm going to need all extra burning abilities to go to this guy. He has a very extensive, shallow root system, and that is a sassafras tree that's done this. So he's got an area bigger than 15 feet that I can't till in because of all these excessive roots in here. And plus, we've got 2 more stumps right here in a straight line. If I can get rid of them, I can till in this whole place and add all kinds of new planted material in here and bust up this really hard ground. It needs it so bad. So hopefully I can burn out a big chunk of that. May not get all of it, but as long as I can burn a big chunk of it out, that'll help. So the important thing here is I'm clearing these out. I'm returning nutrition back to the island using all this wood. I've been pulling out some sticks, busted up stumps in here. I found a big stump in there that was 2 pieces of it, took up 6 feet of space in there. And I cleaned it out over here, and now the deer actually have a clean walking path in and out right here once they discover it. So I've helped the deer out getting in and out of there quite a bit. And that's one remnant piece of it right there. Matter of fact, let's take a look at him here. I would say almost 80% of that stump is now gone. This one here was a big one, fairly large size stump. If you'd have come through here with your bush hog, you probably would have broke your blade off. That was a stout stump. I would say almost 90% of that one's gone. There is a decent chance that that might be a pit by tomorrow morning. This one had a huge area of root. You see that channel right here? All that root is gone. I burned it. It's turned to ash. So about 70% of those roots are gone and out of the way. I still got these 2 to get rid of. That's a hickory root. I can't do nothing with that one right now. And then this one here can go away, and this one here can go away. And that will open up a lot more tilling space right there. Free up some more places where I can plant good stuff and try to get this soil in much better shape. This one needs one more burn. I got a soybean that magically come up dead center of that stump. Not doing too well. Looks like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. That's what I grow. Charlie Brown material right there. Plenty of wood. I'm still doing just fine on the wood department from this tree. I could, because I'm going to break this down into 2 phases. I picked 5 for this week, or this weekend. I'm going to pick 5 to 7 more for the last burn next week, and most of them will probably be over in this area. And if I can free up this big one right here, I've gained a whole extra wad of space right here that would put me ahead of schedule if I can take him out. And then there's a big old wave of stumps in here, so that's impossible to do any till work in there. So I'll just hand broadcast that for the time being. Probably won't do well, just like the rest of it didn't do well. But some of these places are going to grow. I feel way more confident in it now. That one right there, the only reason I'm burning it, it's a nuisance stump. I've already removed 95% of that stump now. It was, the turning quarters get so tight in here when you're trying to dodge trees and stumps that I was constantly hitting either one of those right here. So I'd either hit this one or I was hitting that maple stump. And it literally felt like you was going to tip your tractor over every time you did it. So that one is out of the way, and now I can freely turn in there without hitting anything. So that's a big help to me. And of course I can't till because of this guy, unfortunately. So hand broadcasting, I'll show you how I'm going to get over a lot of these rocks right here. There's more than one way to do it. I'm just going to show you one way that I'm going to do it. So everything is turning out pretty good. Now the next phase, after I'm done, because I'm not going to show you the second round of burning. I mean, unless you literally request it. I don't think it's going to be too helpful. I've done showed it once here. But the next phase that I'm going to be doing is scouting out the island. Even though I know it well, I want to make sure I get these big rocks out of the ground that I can find before I bring my tiller in here. And I don't think I'll be tilling quite this far in here, but I just wanted to see. Well, I know he's here. Heck, I seen it all the freaking time. There he is, right here. Yeah, this would be about where I'd stop. That big rock, that right there would mess with a tiller. That's a big one. So I got to get these out of the ground if possible. And then after the rocks are removed, it's on to the next stage, which is tilling down what I can. I may even try to make some strips in here if I can find the room, and just try to help that place as much as possible. We'll see how it goes. This tree has actually put me ahead of schedule because it actually come up out of the ground. So that's 3 less stumps in the way, and now I can nearly till right to that white oak. So I've gained an extra 10 to 12 feet of space that I didn't think I was going to get this quickly. Big help. So that's pretty much the end of this phase. Stump burning phase, the cleanup phase, you know, whatever you want to call it, maintenance. This is all intended purposes to grow some better deer. And I have some major concerns about the nut crop, and I'll talk about that in another video because it deserves its own topic. Have a good one.